Hi everyone. Do I really need all these Weekses next year? There's another one in here as well. Let's take it out. So welcome back, or welcome if you're new. Today I wanted to just have a quick chat about my Weeks. So I bought so many of them. I bought 5 actually, but I sold one. So I bought them for specific reasons. I also have my cousin here, which is going to feature in just a second. But let me talk about what these were bought for. So this was my personal planner, and I have used it. Like, it's on the go. I'm using it. I'm using all the note sections in the back. It's great. I love it. No issues about this one at all. But I don't know if I need one. This one is my health journal, and again, I did use it quite a lot in the beginning, but I fell over in May. Something happened, I don't know, but in May I stopped using it. And I actually find every year in April, May-ish, I kind of lose a bit of mojo somehow and go back to bullet journaling or just lists. I didn't do that this time. I just moved all into here, and my cousin, which I'll talk about in a sec. This was a journal dedicated to my little puppy Gidget. She's not a puppy. She's 14 years old. And I just wanted to take pictures once a week just to record her life in 2024. And I wrote notes as well about each day, and she has a little bandage on here, and I did really well most of the time. I started to sort of lose track here, so I've just got photos. This is actually when I was traveling back from North Queensland to Melbourne driving. So this is actually in the car. She's got her face pressed up against the air conditioning. And then here she is in the little tiny home we stayed in her bed. And she stayed with my friend, and she actually filled it out as well. You can see the writing's different here. So I gave her the journal, and that was kind of my idea. Gidget does travel a little bit when I'm traveling. So I just kind of wanted to record what her life was like. And I don't know. Again, this is March. I just, I tried a little bit here and there, but I just kind of fell off the wagon, if you like. I just don't know. I really wanted to keep going, and I really would love to have filled this up. But again, May, I stopped. I have photos. I don't know if I have any. No, I've put them all in. I do have photos, but I just stopped. And this one was going to be for social media, and it's my least used, because here I'm just recording what I posted, and then in the weeklies, basically the same information, but maybe some notes and things as well on the right hand page of things I wanted to film. And then I'm also doing some social media management as well, so I started putting that information in here, but again I stopped. And I thought I was being pretty optimistic, buying 4 weeks at the start of the year, but turns out it was too optimistic. So instead, I've been in my cousin. I'll keep this one here for the moment, and I've done a flip of this recently, so I won't do one again, but I'll say that I started the year like this, doing the kind of normal for me, and then I just got a little bit here on Sunday. This is when I was still in North Queensland. So I just threw some photos in that I took while I was there of my stationery and posted to Insta or whatever. This is the traveling on the week back. And yeah, I just stuck a few stickers in here and there. I tried again in March, but no luck. Just the 1 week, I think. Little bit there. And then I've just put random stickers in. And then I started doing this, and this was fun. And so I kind of got back into it, and have been ever since the 1st of July. So 1st of July was when I just started recording one thing that happened in the day, or sometimes a couple of things that happened in the day. And this really worked for me. I really liked doing it this way. This has been my favorite lettering style so far. And whether it's script or this print, I really enjoy it. It's good fun. I've just got to fill the rest of this week. This is today now, the 18th. So this style, I think I'll keep up to the end of the year, no problem. And then in the weeklies, sorry, the dailies, I've just been, since I've done a flip recently, I'll just flick through like this. I've just been chucking in photos and ephemera from my days. It's a piece of artwork I found on the street. It's all dented and dirty, but I really liked it. And yeah, some cases I've just put the day in, but in others I've done writing. I've recorded photos and things from the week that we were in. Some of it's just small amounts, but then some of it's a lot more writing. This was a card we made at the Super Shop and Craft with hobby hoppers. And we've got takeaway receipts, a bit more writing in here. And yeah, this is how it kind of turned out. So what I'm thinking for next year, 2025, is I'm thinking that I might combine all of this into a cousin. I'm probably a cousin of Vec, I suspect, because this is only the start of August and it's super chunky. So not that I have a problem with the chunkiness, but I don't know. I think I alternate every year between an Avec and a cousin, and an Avec and a cousin, because each year I think the other one's better. But probably an Avec, I think. So social media I might do elsewhere in terms of managing someone else's socials. So I'll put that to the side as well. Gidget I can record in here just on, once a week maybe. And then health, I think I'm not too bothered by a lot of this stuff. I think some of it I will keep in whatever I'm carrying on the daily, and I don't want to record meals and things like that. That's what I did in here, but it doesn't really serve me. What I think I'd prefer to do is keep like symptoms and medications, because I'm on a few different meds at the moment and trying to fix some fibromyalgia, autoimmune kind of symptoms. So I think that's a bit more relevant to me than anything else. And I have no issue writing about it like diary style in here. It's just I'll have to be more mindful of using the index so I can find that information should I need it. And if I do need it, I'll transfer that into a notebook that comes with me to doctors or whatever. So I think this is much more accessible, like being able to just go. I know everyone's saying to me right now, but we always used one book, Desley. You're the one who had the crazy number of planners, and you're absolutely right. I think having it in one book is going to make more sense for me at this point in my life. There was time when I did enjoy multiple books, but for these types of things, they're all going to stay in here. I still have other journals for other things, and I might talk about those in another video. There's a few of those, but I think for these kind of more everyday things, these were things that I was going to write in every day. So, and I am using this every day, at least in the weekly section. So I think it's simpler for me to train myself, if you like, to do all of this in here while I'm already doing something in there, than it is to pull out the multiple books. I absolutely love them. One of the reasons I bought them is because I just love the Weeks size and shape. I love the covers and designs and all that kind of stuff. So I most likely will still get another one, but let's talk about that actually right now. I'll move these to the side and pull out this. So this, I'm sure you've seen this. It's my Baumkuchen Truly Yours brown leather traveler's notebook. It's so pretty. I really love it. You can see the pocket is made of a slightly different leather than the rest because it doesn't scratch up anything like this does. So, and it's a different brown. You can see it's got a more reddish tone to it than the rest of the TN. But I do love it just as it is. It's so lovely. Inside I have this soft goods. Let me just check to get it right. Yeah, it's 1.61 soft goods. Baumkuchen sells these, but they have their own website as well. And in here I've got all sorts of receipts and things for work. I've got the little scripts I use for in my weeks, some notes, a little sticker that my friend gave me, and the pencil board there. And then my weeks just sits in here free. I don't attach it in any way. And then all I've got else in here is a blank traveler's notebook insert. I've got under here all of my credit cards and things, and there's pockets here as well that have my credit cards and things in them. So this is essentially my wallet. Let's see what I keep in here. I do keep the parking vouchers that we have for work, and I've got $10 in here. So I did have there are some coins in there. I usually move the coins out into like a jar I've got on the bookcase that I can take to the bank whenever I feel like it, but I have not felt like it in about 2 years. So there's quite a bit of coins sitting there. So this, I think, is going to stay as my everyday wallet. And this is what I'm struggling with every year, is do I get another Weeks and pop it in here as my everyday carry, or do I just get a proper diary insert from Traveler's Notebook to go in here? This is my struggle every year. I did get one year, but I ended up just going back to the Weeks because, well, I don't know why. I think because I love this book so much. It's easier. So I do a lot of my writing when I'm on the couch in the evenings, as I've talked about a few times. And so to write in one of these inside this cover just feels a bit cumbersome when you're just holding it in your hand. So what I found that I'm doing is I'm taking out the Weeks. And because it's got a hard cover, I can just, write in it very easily here. It's such a great book for on-the-go writing, whatever you want to write. I do love it a lot. So I'm going to get one at least, which would be probably in here. But I'm also thinking about getting one for work. At the moment, my work planner is not on my desk. Actually, I think it's in the office. I didn't bring it home. It's a Cousin Avec. And I use it, but not as much as I used to use my Weeks. I bought a Weeks as my work planner one year, and it was so good, but I just filled it up really quickly. But now I have a Remarkable, the paper tablet that I do all my note taking on. So what I was running out of space in here was because that I was using the weekly pages for work notes, as in meetings and all sorts of things. And that doesn't work. I'd rather leave my planner, not for me anyway, I'd rather leave my planner on my desk and take the Remarkable to meetings. But the Remarkable is not so easy to switch from the meeting notes to an action plan. And for me, let's pretend this is my Remarkable. I would have my Remarkable here with my notes on it and then transfer the actions to my Weeks, or at the moment to my Cousin. But I'm finding the Cousin, it's just excessive. It's too much space. I don't need that much for work when I've already got the Remarkable. However, I think having a hardcover Weeks as my work planner, I feel like I'll use it more because it is that quick and easy size and shape that you can just, just write in anywhere, anytime. So currently that's my thoughts for weeks for 2025. Like I said, it's the 18th, I think, today of August, and we are working our way through the Hobonichi previews, and everything's looking very cute. I think for me, the weeks that I've been most tempted by is Paddington, of course. There is a pink one as well. It's like a pinky purple. And then I really like the mother one, which has all the little frames, little photo frames on it. So I'm probably just going to get two, one for work and one for personal. For personal, I'm just still kind of tossing up between this and a TN insert, since it is sitting in here. The Weeks does add a little more bulk to the wallet, but I mean, I've been using this daily since January 1st, so I'm used to the bulk, if you like. So it doesn't really bother me. I don't generally use any of the cards in here. I usually just use my phone. It's only if I need like a Medicare or something like that that I'll have to dig into here. But yeah, that's my only real decision for personal planning, is whether I continue with the Weeks or get an insert. My brain and heart are both saying continue with the Weeks because it works and I love the paper and I love Hobonichi, etc. We'll see what happens. I think we know, don't we, that it's going to be a Weeks, and then the Weeks for work as well. So it's been a fun experiment having all of these in my life. I've really enjoyed them, at least in the first half of the year. And I do pull each of them out every now and again, and I write something on the current week page, but then I don't go back to it. It just, I don't know. I think things got very busy, especially with work. For me, I think that was around the time we had... that's right. We had a sudden resignation at the end of May, and that meant I had to take on a lot more work. And yeah, that's about the same time. So that explains it. I hadn't actually thought about it like that, but looks like that's when I've stopped using any of these and gone into the Cousin in more detail instead. Really loving the Cousin. It's such a good book. So that's the current plan for 2025 in terms of work planner and personal planner, and most likely the journal that I will use. I did kind of toss up between the Weeks and A6 Techo for work, but I think the Weeks with the layout of the weekly spread and then the grid, I think that's kind of just right for what I want for work. So we'll probably do that. I found that I'm not great at daily planning, and I think that the work day just gets away from me 5 minutes after I arrive. So I think that's the reason why it doesn't work for me. So having that weekly look instead makes a bit more sense to my brain and the kind of work lifestyle. All right, well, that's the plan for now. So let me know what you think. Have you ever done like multiple weeks like this? It seems now, it's made perfect sense to me in August last year when I was planning all this, but right now it just seems so excessive. But I guess that's a lesson I had to learn. But also it did work really well at the beginning. I really enjoyed just working through each book in the evenings or in the mornings, and that it did work really well for me for some time, for 5 months. So yeah, I guess it really depends on what you need at the time. And right now, this is too much, and this makes much more sense. So I know many of you are saying, of course, that's how it should be. But the beauty for me of planning and journaling and this community is that you can try different things. If you can, you should try different things. If you're able to spend that little bit extra to buy the extra pieces and try it out, if you're thinking about it, if you can't stop thinking about it. You know me, I write everything down in a planner. At the moment I've been writing down all of my notes in the back of here. It's August, so of course I'm thinking about 2025 planners, my thinking, my thoughts, what am I going to do for planners, all that kind of stuff. So, you know, I write about it and I think about it in great detail. So I feel like I kind of make the decision, I spend some time with that decision, and then that's how I end up working. So that's what I did last year. That's how I ended up with these. Loved having them. They were perfect at the time, but now I think I'm moving to a new system. But look, we'll see how we go as the year progresses even further. All right, that's it from me. Thank you so much for watching. I'd really love to hear from you what you think about this whole thing. If you wanted to leave me a comment. In the meantime, I'm going to go and catch up in here, and I'll see you all super, super soon. Thanks, everyone. Bye.